Einstein said this: we can't solve the problem by persisting in the same path that got us to the problem. The reason why we haven't collectively experienced liberation yet is because we have put an emphasis on sexual liberation, which is not the problem. The problem is that we've put an emphasis on sexual liberation by exemplifying and perpetuating the same sexual dynamics that got us to enslavement, that got us to an economy of exploitation and extraction that runs in systems of oppression everywhere, all the time, every minute of the day, that we are all participating in. When we drive, when we shop, when we eat, we are all mutually embedded in systems of harm by merely living on the life, on the planet that we live on, by engaging in the systems that govern us. Sexual liberation is, I believe, the key to the future, but we have to start exploring a totally different sexual dynamic that then has been given to us by our forefathers. The fathers of colonialism, the fathers of an antithesis of patriarchy, a patriarchy that is absence of patriarchal energy. What I'm talking about is learning an old ancient way of lovemaking, one that is of an energetic of partnership and true mutuality, one that is of an energetic of sovereignty, one that examines and beholds and honors the human body and the experience that is innately ours to be in this world joyously and enlivenedly and beautifully together. On the body, there are two of many heart-opening centers. Two of which are on the back of the cervix and the tip of the penis. In our lineages and levels and layers of coloniality, we have raised socio-political, sexual agreements. And of those agreements is one that men, little boys, baby boys, must be sexually mutilated, and their genitalia must be. God said this. God said that boys' penises must be mutilated. This is for a very specific thing. The very tip of the penis has this heart-opening center. It's a very sensitive part of the penis, part of the male body. A patriarchy who wants to exploit and pillage and own all of the earth will exploit the most sensitive part and scar the most sensitive part and desensitize the most sensitive part of the male body and turn it against itself, turn it against the woman's body, and teach that boy to become sexually gratified by stroking his cock and forgetting about the tip of his penis, forgetting about his sensitivity of connection, his ability to have an heart-opening experience with beloved. And he will be taught to rape every woman he meets and call it love. And women will be taught to fantasize their own oppression. And we as a humanity will be taught to fantasize all of our own oppression and the oppression of others. And that's how we raise the economy that we live in today, that runs off of sexual exploitation, the energetic exploitation, forced labor camps everywhere, here in America and everywhere on the planet. Genocide everywhere on the planet. All of these things have to do with our sexual exploitation, our sexual trauma as a nation, as nations. This energetic is embedded into our psyche. This is what we need to change in order to liberate all of us, all of humankind. When we talk about collective liberation, we're talking about changing the dynamics in which we have experienced a sexual energetic of power over isms. And to adapt ways of being with each other that promote this heart-opening experience, this heart-opening power, a potential that is ours, which belongs in an energetic of partnership. When the male's body is mutilated as a child, he's grown into this position to also mutilate and scar the most sensitive part on the woman's body, which is at the back of the cervix. This is where another heart-opening center is. These two centers come together naturally during intercourse. But what we have created in our society is a sexual dynamic and energetic that scars both of these heart-opening centers.